In the frozen silence of ancient Siberia, a starving wolf stepped out of the dark and toward a human fire. It wasn't a hunter, it was hungry and curious. And that moment, 23,000 years ago, sparked a transformation that would reshape the planet. Today, we don't just have wolves, we have Pomeranians and Great Danes and pugs in Halloween costumes. But how did we get from wild predator to a pampered pet? Let's take a journey across frozen tundras, royal courts and lost civilizations to uncover the true history of the dog. In the Arctic North, dogs were not just pets, they were lifelines. The Siberian Husky, bred by the Chukchi people, could glide over snow for hundreds of miles, fast and nearly silent. The Samoyed, with its perpetual smile, slept beside its people to keep them alive through endless nights. And the Alaskan Malamute, it hauled, hunted and endured, a quiet giant born from the frost. These dogs carry some of the oldest dog DNA known today. They are not just wolf-like, they are echoes of wolves who choose to stay. While the North bred endurance, the East bred elegance, devotion and secrecy. In China, Pekingese, Shih Tzus and Lhasa Apsos were divine companions, guarded by monks, hidden from the world. Some were smuggled west during war, others were gifted like crown jewels. In Tibet, Lhasa Apsos barked from within monasteries, while Tibetan Mastiffs guarded the gates. And in Japan, the Akita, Shiba Inu, Shikoku or Kaiken stood beside samurai, fearless, noble, nearly lost after World War II. Only a nation's love brought them back. These were not just working dogs, they were symbols, statements, legacy in motion. In Europe, dogs were shaped by need and then reshaped by pride. The Labrador Retriever, developed from Canadian working dogs, became the hunter's perfect partner. The Golden Retriever, refined through generations in the Scottish Highlands, worked rain or shine, field or stream. Cocker Spaniels flushed birds with tireless energy. Springer Spaniels drove game into the open, often born in the same litters as their smaller Cocker cousins. In France, Poodles dived into icy rivers to retrieve game, with their signature haircut protecting vital organs from the cold. In Germany, the Dachshund battled badgers underground, so brave they were bred with curved tails, so hunters could pull them out by hand. Then came the Bloodhound, with its unmatched scent-tracking legacy, able to follow a trail long after humans would lose it. But as muskets replaced falcons and silk replaced steel, many working dogs became luxuries. And no one changed the dog fashion more than Queen Victoria. She adored the Pomeranian, and her love of smaller sizes triggered a breeding craze, shrinking the breed by half during her lifetime. Noble courts across Europe embraced their own companions: Maltese, Bichon Frise, Papillons, Cavalier King Charles Spaniels, soft, elegant, born for velvet cushions and royal portraits. These were dogs bred for presence and not for purpose. And yet, even they, in their bones, remember the hunt. Across the Atlantic, long before colonization, Native American people had their own dog breeds, lean, smart, adapted to local climates. But colonization was merciless. The Xoloitzcuintli and Chihuahua, are the most popular of the only few surviving breeds from those ancient lines, and even they carry just faint traces, 3 to 4% of pre-contact genetic markers. In Africa, dogs of the Khoi were slowly replaced by imports. Only the Rhodesian Ridgeback still holds a glimmer of its African ancestry, and even that is barely visible in its blood. History didn't preserve all dogs. Some were forgotten, unnamed, buried beneath the boots of empire. And yet, some survived it all. These are the primitive dogs. They were not designed in palaces or kennels. They were carved by wind, heat, hunger, and time. The Saluki, one of the oldest breeds on earth, ran through the deserts of Mesopotamia thousands of years ago. The Basenji, barkless and graceful, traces its roots to Central Africa, still as alert and independent as ever. The Pharaoh Hound and the Podencos, living fossils of ancient Egyptian and Mediterranean hunters. Then there's the New Guinea singing dog, still roaming the highlands, howling in tones no other dog can replicate. The canine dog, descendant of wild desert pariahs, became the protector of Israeli settlements, and the Carolina dog, rediscovered in the American South, is believed to be the last echo of ancient native breeds. In Russia, the Lykas, sharp-nosed hunters of the taiga, tracked game through snow and silence, fearless in the face of bears, birds, or bitter cold. And in the mountains of Balkans and Anatolia, breeds like the Kangal, Akbash, Tornyak, Sharplaninets, and Karakachan guarded livestock long before fences even existed, each one shaped by cliffs, predators, and the silence between villages. And far from Europe, in India's harsh landscapes, breeds like the Rajapalayam, Rampur Greyhound, and Jonangi evolved with minimal human influence, wild-eyed and rooted in their soil. These dogs are not products, they are survivors. Dogs didn't just follow us through history, they are history, in motion, in spirit, in flesh. They were there when we hunted, when we built temples, when we fled, when we conquered. They pulled sleds, hunted game, guarded kings, and comforted children. And even now, when I'm just making YouTube videos, there's still a dog right beside me. Some were shaped by careful hands and selective breeding. Others by wind, hunger, and the law of survival. But in all of them there's a promise, one that started beside a fire long before civilization and has never been broken since. Wherever humans go, dogs follow, because they always have and they always will.